what's going on, guys? Tyler Speedy here, and this is another video of Tyler Tips. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to manage your losses and manage your emotions whenever you're blowing an account. So I started trading about 3 to 4 years ago. I just turned 21 yesterday, 20, 19, 18, 17. So about 4 years now I've been trading. And I've been through it all. I've lost thousands of dollars, I've lost $100, and I've blown a couple accounts before I even became profitable. Now, one of the worst feelings and one of the worst things that's going to happen is when you blow your first account. Now, 90% of traders lose 90% of their money in 90 days. Now, what are some of the things that you go through mentally that makes you blow an account? You know, you get too greedy, you have unrealistic results, you have unrealistic expectations. I mean, if you're starting an account with $500,000 and you're looking to make 10, 20K your first month, I mean, you're going to be taking too big a position size, so you're over leveraging your account, using too much margin. That's all going to result in losing money. Now, whenever you take a loss, one of the best ways to manage that is having a proper risk and money management game plan. For me personally, I only risk about 1 to 2% of my account. If I'm risking 1 to 2% of my account per loss and I'm making 2, 3, 4% back every time I win, it really doesn't matter. Now, think about this. You have Trader A. Trader A risks 20%, 50% of his account for 12% returns. So Trader A risks 20% of his account for 50% of his account for 12% returns. Trader B risks 4% of his account for 12% returns. Now, who would you rather trust your money with, Trader A or Trader B? You're going to trust your money with Trader B. Why? Because Trader A has a 50% chance of blowing your entire account. Now, when you take a lot of losses, the best way whenever you take a loss in the market is reassess everything. Make sure you're journaling your trades. Make sure you're printing out your trades on paper. Getting a pen, you can use colored pen, colored marker, colored pencil, doesn't matter. Whatever you can do to go ahead and enter your entry. Then journal your entire trade. So put USD, JPY, I bought here, stop loss here, take profit here, and then put 3 reasons why you entered the trade. If you don't have 3 reasons why you entered the trade, then you shouldn't have placed the trade at all, and you're most likely going to lose that entire trade. So journal your trades. Always journal it. Always put it on FX Blue or MyFX Book so you can track your trades. Track your monthly progress, track your weekly progress, track your daily progress as well. Now, I remember the time where I placed a trade on Friday and it immediately went to loss. I think it was like oil a few years back when oil was trading at, I believe, $35 to anywhere from $40 per barrel. I took a loss on there. I actually took a sell on oil. I think at 40, it jumped to $43, $44 per barrel, and I was sitting on like what, $800, $900 loss, and I had to sit through that the entire weekend. Now, I learned my lesson not to place trades on Fridays. This is why I don't place trades on Fridays. So when that happened, I wasn't able to sleep, I wasn't able to eat, I literally lost my appetite. I didn't want to eat anything because I was literally dwelling and sitting on this entire trade over the weekend. Sunday came open, I had this trade open, I kept on letting it run, it went up and up and up, I kept on losing more money. Eventually, you know what, I just said, forget this. I closed the trade, I took a loss. Now, if I would have known not to place a trade on Friday, and if I would have known that, you know, I should have just placed 1% of my account, put 1% of my account per trade, then I wouldn't have taken a loss like this. It's super important that when you get on a trade, never get emotionally attached to it, and when you know you're wrong, cut your losses. I mean, there's times where I'll place a trade instantly, and I'm like, oh, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have placed this. I had that doubt. I said, forget this. I'm cutting my losses now rather than letting it go up and accumulating. So with that being said, always cut your losses small. Always have a very, very good risk and money management game plan. Now, when I have a YouTube video as well, if you guys look back, you guys will see how I lost all my money in the stock market and the Forex market. When I blew my first account, it was one of the worst feelings ever. Everybody, when they first start trading, they get greedy, they get cocky, they think they're the next Wolf of Wall Street, they think they can just control everything and win everything. I remember my first actual big profit. When I had my first big profit, I remember texting my stepdad, I was like, hey, you know what, look at how much money I made. He's like, don't get overconfident, don't get too greedy. Keep in mind, my stepdad was a trader at the Chicago Board of Trade. So with that being said, it always stuck with me when he told me that. Never get too cocky and never get too greedy in the market, because guess what? I lost all that money in a matter of a week or two. I was placing too big of lot sizes, over leveraging my account, using too much margin. I think I went through like 2 or 3 blown accounts before I even saw a profit, before I even saw a break even. It took me a while. I mean, in total I probably lost about like $6,000 to $8,000 before I even made a return. Now, I'm giving you guys all this information, all these tips so you guys can prevent self-destruction. That's one of the most important things. You guys don't want to be a statistic. You don't want to fall into the 90-90-90 rule where 90% of traders lose 90% of their money in 90 days. When you have a blown account or you're going through consecutive losses, what you need to do is this. If you're going through consecutive losses, what you need to do, close your MT4, turn off your phone, delete the app if you have to, don't even open up the laptop screen and go to that site, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna revenge trade. You're gonna start placing trades. Oh, I need to make this money back. Oh, you know what? I'm losing. Let me go ahead and add on to this position. It's called stacking. Never do that. Never ever stack a position on top of another. So what is stacking? Stacking is buying here. The stock goes down. I'm gonna buy here. Oh, you know what? It might go up. Buy here. Oh, you know what? This is definitely the low. I'm gonna buy here. But it keeps on going. Now all these positions that you have here are out of profit. Never do that. If you're not comfortable on your first entry, there's no reason to go ahead and re-enter on any of these charts. That's just telling us that you do not know how to enter and exit the market. And what you need is you need a little bit more help from a mentor. You need to find a mentor who's going to help you place entries, find exit, and have an entry and exit strategy. So whenever you blow an account, the first thing you want to do is this. Take a step back. Take a deep breath. Don't focus on finance. Don't focus on trading. Don't focus on how soon you're going to make that money back. What you need to do is you need to go on a demo account. I would probably take a few weeks off of trading, maybe a month off of trading, recollect yourself, get emotionally ready, and then go back into demo. If you're trading and you don't have a mentor, I mean, if you have a mentor and he's not teaching you guys these things, he's not telling you risk money management plan, he's not constantly telling you don't use this lot size, these are the proper lot size for your accounts, then maybe you know what, you need a new mentor. If you don't have a mentor and you're just going into this, then it's probably right that you look for a mentor who can help you find this out. I mean, a lot of my students were trained by me. So when you take the first blown account, you need to go to a demo account. You need to reassess everything, you need to back test everything, and you need to get to consecutive. Maybe you know it's minor fixed, maybe you're placing too many trades. Maybe if you only stuck to 3 trades a month, 3 to 5 trades a month, you're gonna have a better win ratio. You keep on placing these 10, 20, 30 trades an entire month. I mean, think about this, I place like 50, 60 trades an entire year. There's no reason for me to get in and out of the market. When I just get in and out of the market and search for trades, guess what? I'm opening myself up to more losses. That's because the Forex market is 24 hours a day. Doesn't mean you need to trade Forex 24 hours a day. I mean, if I'm trading GBP, British pound pairs, and UK pairs, I'm gonna stay up for London session. When I'm trading stocks on JFX, guess what? I'm not trading this all day. I can't. I trade at 6:30 a.m. in California. I'll trade the first 3 hours, I'm done. That's it. There's absolutely no reason why I need to stay in the market. There's no reason why I need to make money 24 hours a day. I honestly think that making 24 hours a day in the market is complete bullshit. I mean, unless you're trading just Japanese pairs and Australian pairs and then Euro pairs and British pound pairs, like Euro GBP, Euro Hong Kong dollar, stuff like that, then it's okay. Then you can trade those certain time frames. But there's no reason to be trading US dollar, Euro during Japanese session. So if you guys listen to everything that I told you guys definitely become more consistent and more profitable.